Okay, that means I go into the room and I turn them to the right to clean them up. Then I put them back, and then I put the therapy on before I leave the room. This is not a, I'm gonna turn you to the right, Mr. Jones, and then I'll be back in 2 hours to turn you to the left. Okay, that's not what that is. Okay, that is I'm in the room to do something, okay? So when you leave the room, that's the procedure turn, go back and put it back on the therapy setting so you don't get that alarm anymore.
The people hate that turn. They say that when, because I thought that it was
The
like a turn
procedure?
like that. Yeah, they said that patient
Oh, yeah.
report, it's like a bar that almost goes
It's a
up. and they can-
20-degree turn.
Yeah.
It's a wound care turn. It should only be used for, I gotta clean them up, gotta do something, put them back flat. Okay, this little section here with all the little lines of the man, people always get confused. What do? You know what? Just ignore it.
Okay.
You know why? Because right next to it are presets, weight presets. Once you get the patient's weight correctly, you want to come over here and push this little button right here until you get the light next to the patient's weight, more or less. Get it as close as you can, and when you do that, by pressing it, you're actually going to change all the lights over here. If you do the presets, you never have to mess with this little thing right there, because they didn't teach us that in nursing school, right? All right. Okay, now this little section right here, the very last part, this is the section that the patient wishes you would use, but nobody ever uses, okay? The first one, seat deflate. When you press that seat deflate button, the middle section of the bed is gonna deflate about 40%. Why? Now I can slide a bedpan in there, slide a bedpan out, no friction, no shear. The patient can sit on the edge of the bed and not wobble in the air, okay? That's how you get them in and out. They can eat. When you're done, push that same button and it reinflates, okay? The one right below it is the head deflate. If you look at the symbol, if I press that button, the head section will deflate so I can hyperextend the neck, so I can intubate, do a central line, or if you're not busy, wash their hair, salon style, right? If you have time. And then press it again, it reinflates. The third button down is the max inflate. If you look at that, it shows arrows pushing up. Firms up the bed so you can slide them up, transfer them to a gurney, all that kind of stuff, okay?
How long do you have to wait, like after you click the button? in
You'll
theory
hear a
for it
little
to
beep.
be-
You'll
okay.
hear a little beep when you get there.
Like when it's ready.
Yep. The very last button is the one that patients really wish you guys would use. Patient transport. Okay, remember we have a wound here. If I unplug the bed and go to CT or wherever, guess what's gonna happen to the air? It's slowly gonna deflate to where the patient's coming back, bouncing on the frame, and there goes the wound, okay? If you hit the little patient transport first, start collecting all your stuff, get ready, it's gonna shoot air in all the cushions, you get a little boost, then you're gonna hear two beats. It's gonna go beep, beep. I call it the let's go beep. When you hear those two beeps, you can unplug it, and the air will stay in there for about 2 hours. So you can get there and come back, okay? But nobody ever uses that. I think I had taught patient transport, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, do we have
But
transport?
You have to order it.
here's the thing with patient transport. When they get back to the room, when you disconnect it, the power's gonna go out, but the air's gonna stay in there. It's real important that when the patient comes back, that patient transport plugs it in. Or as you as a nurse, when you go to check on the patient, make sure it's plugged back in, okay? All right, any questions on anything? Did I answer?